guys, Justin with Ready Business Systems, and this is going to be CoPilot versus Autopilot video 13, and I'm going to be digging more into the dispatch board. So I'm going to start from scratch here, now that I have this figured out a little bit, and I'm going to try to schedule a fertilizing package as well as a recurring mowing job for this example client here, Shartner Richard. So I'm on customers, I'm on the client page for this client here, and we have nothing listed here in the jobs. So first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to add new and blah, blah, blah. Here's the address. And we have to go in here. I'm going to put in our mowing service. I'm going to put in mow weekly. It doesn't matter too much. I'll do this hourly service. Looks like it's multiplying the quantity times the amount and stuff. So I'm just going to put quantity 1. And then I am going to hit save property. Oh, shit, this is not what I want to do. Excuse me. Oh, sorry, I was under add property. So recurring. So we are going to do, we're here, create new, and it's going to be visit. And here we're going to do mow weekly. No contracts, and we're going to do the weekly mow here. Oh, here we go. I'll do this one because these are fixed rates. We'll just do square foot, for example. Sticking in the rate here. Cool. And then do create. Oh, sorry, we have to do these settings here. It's a single visit. It's going to be a recurring series. How often? Weekly. Visit every 1 week. Let's say we do it on Mondays. I'm going to start this on May 1st. No specific time. This is saying how long it's going to be. Pause during off season. So you set these dates here. So it's going to schedule it not during the off season. Last date, I'm actually going to set this to indefinite. So until we cancel it. And then I'm going to hit create visit. Oh, now I forgot the property. Okay. Shartner, no property. Okay, we have to hit that location because in CoPilot, the customer and the property are kind of separate assets here. So create now. And to give you an idea of how this works in Service Autopilot, I will show you. So we got it scheduled here. Give me 1 second. So in Service Autopilot here, to do the same thing, you do add a recurring job, and then it's going to ask you to pick a schedule. You can also do it manually right here, schedule. We can set up a custom schedule, which would be kind of similar to what we just did in CoPilot. But what I am missing here is this master schedule. So here we can simply go through, you do this once per year, and you can set up that you actually specifically select the dates here. This takes a second, but you do it once, and now you have this weekly Monday schedule that is predefined once per year that you can then go in here and you can select that schedule. So in the case of CoPilot, you're going to have to manually go, enter the dates. It's going to be done. Doesn't take that long, but remember, you're going to do this a lot of times. So I do miss that feature. So now we have this upcoming weekly mow. And now what we're going to do, and I don't believe it's in this menu. Yeah, see, I don't like this either. I don't believe you can set up the packet, like the fertilizing, to set this up. I don't think we can do it directly from this screen here, because this is more for like items or services. So the only way I've found to do this is going into team and then schedule. And then we go to multi-step programs. And this is where we've set up our, you can see right here, this templates. We set up these, and I went through this in another video. I'll click edit just to show you here. We set up these preset programs that have all the fertilizing programs, and you have to put these days from previous step here. So this is set to 0 and then 30 days between each step here for this program. The problem with this is they don't have a waiting list. So in Service Autopilot, they do have a waiting list, and you have a range of dates. So for example, instead of saying 30 days, this is going to appear on the schedule, and I'll show you in a second, for 30 days after the first visit. So if you have, 1,000 fertilizing clients, they're all going to be set to May 1st, June 1st, July 1st, etc. And obviously, you're not going to do all these fertilizing visits in one day, and this is something I haven't explored yet, but presumably you're now going to have to move all these jobs throughout the day and drag them from day to day to schedule them. So here on Service Autopilot, you have a waiting list, so that the jobs sit on a big list. They need to be done during certain dates, and you'll then take the job from that list, which is kind of a separate list than your dispatch board, and you can place them on the day that you're going to do them when you know you're going to do them. So you can see all the jobs at once, and then you put them on a specific day when you want to do them. In CoPilot here, you can only set up these multi-step programs with kind of predefined dates, and they're on a specific day of the week, like the first day of the month. So anyway, let's go through here with scheduling this for this client. So multi-step program. And now we are going to click on here. So here's the multi-step template we created, right? So I'm going to click here. It's not seeming to be working, so let me refresh here. I'm going to schedule multi-step programs. And now I'm going to click here to fertilizing program. Okay, so that's selected, I guess. And now we're going to go in here and we're going to type in the Shartner's location here. Okay, I don't know why this didn't add to that list like it did here. But the start date, so remember this date is going to be the day that it first appears on the dispatch board, because you said it's set to 0 days from the last application. And this was a learning curve for me. So I'm going to go in here and say your fertilizing program starts on, and let me show you one other thing. I'm going to go to, just to show you how it works in Service Autopilot, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to go to packages, is what they call them. And this will better define, better explain what I was saying about the waiting list. So we have our fertilizing program here. So if we want to set this up the same way as Service Autopilot, we are going to look at the dates here. So April 1st, April 30th. So we have a waiting list, and these jobs would sit here on these dates. So instead of being on specifically on the first of the month, it would be on a range of dates, and you could pull from that list and put it on the schedule for that day. In the case of CoPilot, we're going to ignore this end date, and we're just looking at these start dates. So April 1st is going to be our first application here. So I'm going to pick April 1st. I'm going to hit Create Program. And then you can just verify here for this client. It's going to pre-populate, see April 1st, May 1st, etc. like I said, and we're going to do Save and Generate Visits. So now if we go back to the Shartners here, we can now see these two jobs that we scheduled. So we have our recurring, which is the mowing we set up, which is going to happen. It says right here, it's going to be paused during these winter dates, November 10th to April 1st. And then we have the one time, which is going to show our fertilizing applications and when they appear on the schedule. So if we go to April 1st, assuming this is a Monday, we should be able to see these two jobs. Team, schedule. And I'm going to go to April 1st here. And you can see the fertilizing application, and you also see the mowing service. So if I open this up here, you can see they're both listed here. The spring lawn booster fertilizing and the mowing treatment are both scheduled on this day. And when you're inside here, you should be able to start these jobs or skip these jobs, etc. And I will create, I will show this on the mobile as well, so you can see what this looks like. But I do know one of CoPilot's intentions was to make this appear the same on mobile as it does on the desktop. So I'd assume this is what it's going to look like on the mobile. So we do have this job here. One thing I do like versus Service Autopilot is that the ease of changing the schedule it's a lot easier, right? So um, on Service Autopilot, if you want to change, if you want to start mowing them on Tuesdays, for example, you're going to have to go in here, open up the job, and change it to weekly Tuesday um, manually. If you want to change the service day, it's much more user friendly here because we can then just take this job and drag it over here to Tuesday, for example, and it's going to ask me, would you like to move them to the same days? So this will automatically change their schedule to weekly on Tuesday. So that is a nice feature. But the problem I was mentioning earlier is that these will not, this fertilizing visit, if you have, you do want the mowing jobs to appear every week on the same day, but you do not want the fertilizing to be on the same day unless you're going to do them, you know, the first of the month you do all your fertilizing clients at the same time, right? So that would be problematic. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pause this video. I'm going to do the same thing so we have a couple jobs in the same day to use as an example. All right, so now here you can see on April 2nd, which I moved these schedules to a Tuesday, you can see app one for this client as well as app one for this other example client. And then we have the weekly mow for both clients as well. So if we go over here to the monthly grid, we can see that if we go over to April, we can see that we have these occurring, the package for the fertilizing we have on this Tuesday, the first visit, and we also have the mowing for the first visit. And then the following week, we only have mowing for both clients, and then etc. until we get to the next month here. So now we're in May. So in May, we have these compost jobs. This is app two, is going to be recurring on a monthly basis every 30 days. So if you didn't want to do these on the first, you'd have to drag and drop them like this. Say only move this one visit. And if you picture that this is, say, 20 visits, then you'd have to move all of them over here. So that would be time consuming and kind of clutter up the dispatch board versus having a waiting list. So I'm going to stop here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to clip in this same day. I'm going to access it on the mobile app and show you what that looks like on there. This next part here, I guess the sound didn't record on the mobile, but you can watch as I go through and just show you that how the mobile display looks with those jobs on there. And in this clip, I'm going to be clocking into each portion of that job. And after this screen grab of the mobile app, I'll review back on the desktop version of what this looks like. Okay, so you can see here, these have now changed colors. These are pending Tuesday. You can see if we click on here, it's completed as we would expect. Test note to dispatchers in there. The mowing here is also completed, and the mow weekly here has been skipped. Reason mower broke. And I guess when I skipped it, it didn't stop the timer. So let's do that. So I'm going to stop here. We'll play around a little more with this next week. Maybe we'll explore the mobile app a little bit more. But I think this was a good poke and surface scratch of the dispatch board and the mobile app. So hope to catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching.